King Danny, the realm is under attack.
My god. The day has finally come.
It is time to release the Kraken!
Look in the distance, beyond the castle gates, the armies of the damned have come. On the horizon, they gather beneath the blood-red sun, the blood-red sun. 1,000 warriors, demons and orcs, charging like a tornado. But they will never know that their death awaits in waves below, in the waves below.
We must now unleash the monster. May God forgive us!
Release the Kraken!
Hey guys.
The tolling of the Iron Bell. Release the Kraken!
I'm the Kraken.
Rise above the depths of hell!
Does anyone have a lozenge?
Out on the battlefield, the armies collide, and hundreds die where they stand. In screaming agony, the shadow of war across the land, all across the land. Now let's end the fight. It's time to decide whose blood will finally be spilled. Our secret weapon, a specter of hate, who's born to kill. He was born to kill.
The time is now. Go forth, Kraken! Leave nothing but corpses!
Release the Kraken,
I'm in a song.
a creature of satanic rage. Release the Kraken.
Who wants sandwiches?
Oh, sick bones, sunken
Hey look, I found a bell.
Release the Kraken! Impervious to solar flow. Release the Kraken!
I've got a splinter.
Doesn't come from below. Release the Kraken!
Oops, I falled over.
Ocean drone, his domain. Release the Kraken!
Splashy splashy.
Harbinger, we're
Well, you did nothing. The war is lost. Thanks, Kraken.
You're welcome.
Hello everyone, I'm Dark and this is Liv and we are live. How are we all doing today? That's the wrong screen. There we go. Hey. Oop, where are the avatars? Oh no. Hold on. Wait, I can fix this. I can fix this. I can fix this.
Waiting to be fixed,
Yeah, it's fine.
hopefully.
Where is... No. Why is there no input for Discord? Oh, probably because of this. Hold on, let me close that window. Okay, wait. It's getting confused as to what to look at. Oh shit. I didn't restart Google Chrome off of... Ah! I
We
didn't
didn't prep.
I didn't...
We
yeah.
didn't prep.
We didn't prep. I forgot to restart Google Chrome off of Optimum so it could actually capture. Oh. That's not great. Let's talk while I try and rectify this situation.
Okay. Sadly, I don't think I have anything uh, newsworthy. Trying to think if there is anything I did miss. Uh, all I do know is I will be doing a movie night after the podcast today. I'm looking forward to that. So
Nice.
um, I do know that is one thing I am, at least with me, that I'm doing. Uh, we're gonna be doing what is it? Upright Citizens Brigade season 2. Um, I don't know if we're gonna go through all of it. I think last time it was like 4 hours, and I don't know if anyone wants to do 4 hours. So we'll probably just do like the first 4 episodes or something like that, and see how everyone feels, and we'll just pretty much just see like who all shows up and see how they feel and go from there. So yeah.
Okay.
Up.
Up.
Are we good?
Am I good?
Are we back?
Wait. Oh, I just need to enable the browser to... Is that good? Are we good? I don't see my...
I don't think I hear.
I don't see... Oh, wait.
Uh, 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 uh,
Hello?
are we good?
Hello?
I hear you.
Okay. I switched browsers.
Web browsers.
Web browsers.
But yeah, that's gonna be something that's gonna be going on today. Is just see who all shows up and just kind of go from there. See what happens. And yeah, kind of looking forward to it. So it's gonna be awesome.
I'm still trying to... Why isn't
Oh
it...
no.
Why aren't you registering it? You've got to be shitting
If we have
me.
to,
It's...
probably.
It's... Wait. Hold on. There it is. Got it. Boom. Nothing happened. We're good. It just didn't want to acknowledge the existence of it. Oh, I haven't opened up... I don't have chat opened up. Oops.
Oh no.
I closed chat. I'm sorry, all you people. All you beautiful people.
The bread and butter.
Scuffed. Episode 10. Oh, I can't believe it's been 10 episodes of this.
Yep. It's
Like...
been 10.
That's a lot. That is not an insubstantial amount of time. Okay. 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 Alright. There we go. Everything's back up online.
Awesome.
Yay. Oh, so you've already gone through all your news and
Yep.
such with your movie night. For me, where do I start? I got a new gaming I got a gaming chair the other day.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Put it together yourself, or?
Yeah. I mean, it's not that hard to put a chair together. I just wish you could lock the arms into place, because I'll lean on them weird, and then they'll shift.
Right.
Because it's one of those shifting arm ones. It was like less than $250. So my dad just picked it up at Costco. And I was like, oh, I can finally sit on something that's not broken and has no support for my anything. And then, so the reason we're a little all scuffed is because we didn't have ample time to prepare, because I got back 10 minutes before the podcast started. Because got a call at like 5:30 from my friend's dad, who's been helping me. My friend's dad. Oh, no, that's correct. I was going to say my dad's friend, but he's also a friend's dad. So both those statements were actually correct. I just jinxed myself because I planned on saying the other way around. Regardless of that, it's helping me look for a computer, and he builds shit himself because he enjoys it. And I've got a new desktop. It's not like high end, but it's significantly better than my laptop. It'll do the job. It will do good graphics. It'll it'll be good. Not top of the line by any means, but it's gonna be significantly better than what I have, so we'll have quote unquote decent streams from now on. Cause now I actually have a proper desktop to use. And unfortunately, Stardew Valley is gonna go on hold because I'm gonna be freaking binging Jedi Fallen Order. Because I bought that on sale for winter, and I want to play it so badly. Because it looks great. And after that, we'll do Resident Evil 2. And then I'm open to, like, God knows, like, just shit tons of games that I can now probably do. I mean, I still have to, like, I didn't have any time to, like, set it up, or else I would have used it for the podcast. Well, maybe not. I need to actually, like, get stuff set up on it and whatnot. But yeah, be prepared for a wider variety of content on this channel. I can actually play games I like now. Yay.
Yeah, you're cutting off a lot on my end.
Oh
I don't
God,
know
am I?
what's going on, but it's like it's almost like you're pausing like in the middle of like what you're saying. So I'm like catching like every third word you're saying.
Oh God. That's it. Ooh. That's... Oh. Oh, I see it. Huh. Okay. Let me... Hold on. I think I could fix that. Maybe. Oh God. Alright, hold on a second. Though you probably didn't hear that. And... Don't worry, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be all good. Okay. Is this better? It's looking like it's better.
All right.
I think it's better. How much of that did you not catch?
Uh, Pretty much everything, but I think I got the gist. You're getting a desktop PC, and there's going to be a bunch of games. Fallen Order is probably going to be the first one, and caught nothing after that.
Okay, well, you're half right. I have it. It's literally sitting right next to me.
Oh, nice.
I am touching it. Yeah, now I don't know what to say now. I just went on that rant. Yeah, but it's gonna be nice to see feel it out, see what it does. I'm trying to think of other stuff to say. I'm also trying to remember. I think if there's anything else that you may have missed in my rant there. That's fine. It's not like we record this or anything.
One thing I actually did thought of, but it sounds like you already kind of like have your PC all set up and ready to go. But one thing I actually did thought about is, what if you did get like a new PC, but you just went with like a really good CPU and just held off about getting the GPU
Mm,
because typically typically with graphics cards they're very expensive. So I
yeah.
actually thought because you can actually run some games if you do get a really good CPU. Because I actually do know I played a few games when I was having graphic card issues, so it was something I thought of. But yeah, that was something I was gonna probably bring up.
Mm, yeah. It's not a big upgrade core wise. I think it's a sub generation higher of. So my laptop's an i5, and this thing's also an i5, but I think it's a subclass of i5 higher. And at the though at that's basically all that's in common. Everything else in it is, significantly better than what my laptop is doing. And for, I'm sure everyone who has been with me over the past 4 years, I have been streaming for 4 years. I know it's absolutely insane. Uh, that was last December 11th, I believe. I did. I also totally forgot my stream anniversary back in December, but yeah, 4 years of streaming, and we've managed to do a lot more than any person with any computer sense who watches the channel is like, how the fuck is your computer doing that? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. How am I able to play Siege on the lowest difficulty with decent frame? Lowest difficulty, lowest graphics. Yes, the lowest difficulty of Siege. Um, I just play with a bunch of wet blankets. Uh, um, but yeah, I'm super interested. It's just great that, and I can't wait to see how it works. So tomorrow, my dad got a new computer as well. Uh, the guy built, his friend built two, and the one I have was gonna be the one he got, but he found the one my dad was gonna get is the one I have now, but he found another like pretty neat build, but like the case and a lot of the parts were good for like 150. So he just
Hmm.
kind of he did a lot of shuffling of parts and made us both um, good computers for what we need out of them. So that is going to be fun.
Yeah, finally be able to play some games that you actually like.
Yes, that's. Oh yes, yeah, because it's gonna be Jedi Fallen Order, uh, and we can do Resident Evil 2, which I've wanted to do since it came out, because I got it super into Resident Evil 1. I wish I had completed all the achievements. We did a shit ton. Like, there's like 20 something hours of stream in Resident Evil 1 remastered, because that was just a
I don't
great
know.
game. It's all in my collections. Something along those lines. We did the speed run. I remember we did we did the speed run in under. Oh God, how? Let me look at the achievement. Oh God, how long was the speed run? I think that'd be the last achievement I got in it. Resi 1. Oh, obtain all weapons was the last one. Finish the game in 3 hours. And we finished it,
Nice.
I think, with 40 minutes to spare, because I thought it was a lot closer than it was because we had a failed attempt. because I decided I was going to do the speed run and the not save run at the same time because I felt like that made sense.
Mm.
So I ran those both at the same time, and I died the first time about 30 minutes in. So I went on. I was going off the stream time, and I'm like, oh god, I have no time. And then I saw the end screen where it's like how much time I had left. It's like instead of having like 5 or 10 minutes left, I had 40 minutes left. I was like, oh, I was way ahead. Is that your pupper or a neighbor's?
Yeah, I got a dog barking behind me.
It's a neighbor's dog?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's coming up on my mic, but
Well, it is. Otherwise,
uh,
I wouldn't be able to hear it. um, I'm trying to think outside of stuff for me. Anything in the gaming world? PS5. PS5 got announced, and it's gonna be backwards compatible for um a lot of the PS games, right? Like right off the bat, it'll be able to play like even CD wise, like old ones, which is like
is that confirmed that it has backwards compatibility?
thought that's what the announcement. I thought it was announced with that. So
All I just know is it's confirmed that it's going to be released. What is it next like fourth quarter 2020.
um yes,
So
it is
that's all I
confirmed.
really know.
Yes, it's confirmed to be backwards compatible with PS4
Because
games.
because I that's
Oh, I think the dog's being a little um faster. Yeah, it's gonna have PS4 compatibility, which would be nice. I mean, that means if I ever, I don't know why I'd ever get a PS5, but if I ever got a PS5, I'd be able to play, literally the only game on PlayStation I'm interested in playing is Persona 5. It's literally the only game.
same. Yeah, I'm interested in playing Persona 5. Um, I'm still waiting to see what RGG Studios is going to be doing with Yakuza with the PC port. I haven't heard anything yet, so but those are like the two games I could think of offhand. That's I'm looking forward to Persona 5 and just anything Yakuza. So
Yes, oh yeah, Yakuza was also a PlayStation game too? I know it's
uh,
PC, because you play it, right? You play it on PC.
yeah, I think they pitched the idea of Yakuza to other platforms, but it was Sony that was the only one that took them in. So yeah, it basically was a PlayStation exclusive until, well, kind of more recently they first branched out with play or excuse me, uh, off of PlayStation they actually started going into PC, and then more recently they're now on Xbox. So my prediction is basically it's going to be heading to possibly Switch, because why the hell not? And if that's not the case, they're probably just going to stop there and just work with those three ports or platforms and just kind of cycle through. So, yeah, just kind of interested in seeing what happens. So, far as I know, there's no news yet on that front. So, but I'm waiting.
Yeah. I just thought it was cool that PS5 is gonna just do that. It's
Hmm.
just like, yeah, right out the bat, compatibility, backwards compatibility. I was like, damn, that's great.
Yeah,
Also,
that's. I think that was like one of the reasons why I stuck with PlayStation for as long as I did, is because PlayStation 2 had backwards compatibility to 1, and so it kind of ended with 3. So hopefully they could possibly learn from their mistakes and just keep doing backwards compatibility. So,
yeah. Also, like PlayStation also gets way more exclusives than Xbox and way better exclusives. I mean,
mhm.
really, Xbox just has Halo, and that's
Yeah,
really about it.
I I first thought it was gonna be like a bona fide exclusive. Was like and of course this is just my genre, my kind of type of games that I like, but I
Mhm.
actually did thought that GTA, Lost and Damned, Ballad of Gay Tony, I thought those games actually were going to be exclusive to Xbox because that's the way it was originally pitched, but it's actually more, it ended up being more like a year exclusive, and then eventually they just gave it to PlayStation and PC as well. So I remember thinking that one was going to be exclusive because it was at one point, but I guess they changed their minds or what have you.
Well, I mean, it's funny when people are like, "Man, it's something stops being exclusive, but it's like been out for 5 years." So it's
Hmm.
like, what the fuck, man? It's supposed to be exclusive. It's like it came out 5 years ago. I I think that's a long enough time to be exclusive. You can pitch it to another platform,
Right.
especially if it's really good. What, Stardew Valley is on, oh, on like how many different platforms? Well, PC and I think, is it just Switch? Well, they got to Switch, didn't they? That was just like an indie
I'm not
game.
sure.
That popped into my head because I was just playing it the other day. Um, Speaking of playing shit, so I want to talk about our little thing we did on Tuesday.
I stream on Wednesday, so
Well,
that's when
it's
I.
Wednesday then. Never mind. Yeah, I can't.
So
I was
yeah,
like,
it's
yeah, it was Wednesday. No, you're right. It was Wednesday. God, I keep thinking
yep.
today is Sunday. I'm in a headspace where I keep thinking I'm a day behind in my head. I kept thinking it was
Hmm.
Friday on Thursday, and it's carried over. I'm
Yeah. So basically, I was just streaming that day. Dark came to my channel, was in chat, and it was. I've always had this idea for a while, but I just didn't know what, because like we do talk a lot about role playing, and we kind of show clips of role playing, and I just kind of thought, well, if Dark really is like serious about like getting into role playing, he's gonna have to like be able to walk before he could run. So I kind of thought, well, what game could we just kind of mess around in and just like be able to RP it, and we both have it. So I wasn't sure if you have GTA, but even if you did, you probably won't be able to run it that well.
I might be
So
able to now.
that is true, yeah, with the new PC and all. Uh, but I do know that he did have Payday, and I thought, well, it's a little kind of like one sided. You're only just doing like heists and stuff, but I mean, we could probably be able to do something in role playing with Payday 2. So I kind of had it in my head for a while, and I just kind of, yeah, maybe he won't be into it, maybe he will. But I just thought it would just be like a fun way to just kind of like, you know, if you're ever serious about like doing RP, like you kind of need to know like a little bit of improv, a little bit, and I figured this will be like a great way to just kind of do it, and it just So I just kind of brought it up on stream, and he agreed, and we ended up doing it. And for me, it was fun. It was something new, something different. I don't know if I would want to like constantly keep like making it a routine out of it,
Oh
but
no, like a once in a while thing. I,
I was thinking like every so often, like if we're up to it, kind of type of thing. Yeah, I'm up to doing it again, but like, yeah, like every so often, see about doing it. But
have
yeah,
you watched back that stream from my perspective?
your end, yes, I
Oh,
had to, and you had the most priceless reactions to the point where I think halfway through I was like, I'm uploading this on my freaking YouTube, and I did, because why the hell not? And
well,
it
thankfully
was,
I'm gonna give you permission right now. I
it
yeah,
was,
my reaction when you first did the voice, I just lost. I was done. I was done. You are. I am shit at voices. Like I
yeah,
say, the only voice I can kind of do is the Palpatine one, and I tried to do that one, but I kept losing the voice, and I had to go. I had to mute my mic, say some Palpatine lines, and then come in, and I kind of had it, but I need like
right,
practice. At first, I think I need more. I need more practicing with the voice and role playing.
yeah,
But you did way better than me.
yeah.
Though
I
I got some good
To be
ones in there
honest, I
too. I got some good quips in there.
yeah. I don't think we had anyone clip anything, which is kind of sad to think about it. At least the last
Is
time
it
I
though?
checked.
I mean, like, is it? You upload the whole thing. That's more than
Yeah,
enough. But
but I was anticipating clip after clip after clip from what we did. At least my opinion. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. I actually really have no clue like specifically what gave me the ability to just kind of like do kind of like what I did. I mean, I think it's just years of experience of just kind of messing around with friends and stuff. And sometimes there'll be moments to where I actually used to do a bunch of voices when I was younger. Just whatever TV shows. I used to do a spot on Eric Cartman impression, but then my balls dropped, and then I kind of lost it over the years. So yeah, it just kind of happened, and then like I just kind of messed around with voices. I think more recently, I think it was when we went loud, um, the mole crasher one. Uh,
yep.
when we did the mole crasher one, I actually recently was in my car. I think it was on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I was just driving around. I was just in my car all by myself, just trying to make myself laugh, and I was using that voice. And basically, I to put it in so many words, like the realization that the world around him is changing, and all of a sudden he doesn't understand this word cuck, and he doesn't understand it, and he's like, I don't know I don't know what kind of type of world I live in anymore. What is this? And I don't know. I was just kind of making like myself laugh, and like it just kind of happened, and I don't know. I just kind of like every so often I just like think of stuff and just roll with it. And most of the time it's just like just trying to make myself laugh. And then I figure, well, if it works with me, maybe I could find a friend I know, see what they think about it. And then I mean, if it's really good, I might do it on stream. And this was the one rare case to where I kind of thought it's been 24 hours since I last did this voice. I guess I could give it a try. And yeah, just kind of happened. And then when we did it, the mall crasher, there were I forget at what point, but at some point I just became severely lightheaded because I was so intense with the voice.
Yep.
So
You
yeah, it
lost.
was.
You almost lost your voice, and I kept losing mine. I was just like, God.
No, I actually, voice wise, I was actually pretty good throughout, at least from my end. But I did become severely lightheaded, and I kind of needed a break. So that's why I was kind of like rolling with the idea of, oh, I took too many bullets. So
Yeah.
I kind of just ran with that. So
It
I
was good
figured,
improv
it'll be.
there. I was kind of like I was so good. I was kind of like I can't tell if he's really lightheaded because I could totally understand if he is, or if he's role playing. I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah.
So
I
yeah, so if anyone ever plays that back and if they hear me doing like all this coughing and stuff, that was just me just trying to like just calm down, just kind of relax, not be so intense, and yeah.
yeah.
So yeah.
Remarkably, for someone who
Um
talked to themselves so much as a kid, I'm shitty at doing voices. Even
yeah, I can't think of like all the different voices I've done over the years. I know I definitely tried Beavis and Butthead, but I think that was kind of hit and miss. These days, I think I'm really more good at laughs, if anything. There's just characters I just come across and it's like, oh, he has a funny laugh. I'm gonna try and mimic that. Usually I could get the tone down. But the only voice that and I always okay, there's one time I actually this was like years ago. I recorded myself doing three voices at once, and I was like creating like a scenario, like different characters. Essentially, it was Macho Man Randy Savage, uh, my voice that I did as Jerry from the Payday 2 RP, and I did another voice, and I think it was like this New Yorker, New Jersey kind of type of
hey,
voice.
I'm walking
And
here.
and so when I played that back, I didn't like it that much because whenever I did the New Jersey accent, I kept hearing me, and because of that, it kind of like, yeah, you're doing the voice, but you're not really doing the voice, at least in my head. So, like, the other two voices were fine, but so I never kind of felt like you're not really doing a voice if you could still hear yourself. If it works, it works, but it's just with me. Whenever I try and do a certain voice, I kind of feel like if I still hear me, it doesn't feel like a good impression. I think the best impressions are the ones to where it's like, is that really the person talking? And believe it or not, I actually did have one of my mods stop by my channel, and they actually, I, I was completely in character the entire time, so I didn't even really look at chat, which is terrible on me.
Hmm.
But I also did notice that I had to, whenever I muted my mic, I had to actually count to 10 because on Dark Sands it didn't register quick enough. So that was
Oh, yeah, we were having that problem.
yeah. So every time when I mute my mic, I had to count to 10. And there was a few times to where I realized, and I still remember it even when I played it back, there was a few moments to where I think you asked me a question and I didn't respond quick enough because my mic was muted, and then I unmuted it. And in my head, I'm like slowly like counting to 10, or what I feel like has been 10 seconds. And then I would start talking. So I would have like this long pause because I'm just waiting for it to go through. And yeah, so
What was
I know
one?
that happened a few times.
Oh, my favorite.
So because of that,
Yeah,
yeah.
my favorite quip from when we did that was when you brought up the water cooler, and I said, "Well, we never needed a water cooler before you started showing up. We. What did I say? I said it so much better. It's like we didn't need a water cooler until you showed up because we didn't have anyone to gossip so much about."
It was something like
That
that.
was
Yeah.
that was my. I think that I remember that. It was. I think that was like my favorite quip I did.
For me, I think it was just mostly just going off of like lines and stuff that I could think of. Um, See, there was one from a TV show, but that one was probably not the best one. My favorite one easily has to be, and this is a joke. I kind of, again, I just try and make myself laugh. And for some reason, I just had this idea this one time. I actually did it in front of my friends that I know in real life. I was just kind of messing around. I think I had like a candy bar with me. I was just kind of like just I don't know, just kind of waving it in my face a little bit, and all of a sudden I just had this idea. I want you inside me.
Oh my god.
So I and immediately an eruption of laughs just occurred, and I was like, "That is so good." And so during again during Mall Crashers, I did this bit to where I saw a cake and I used that line, and I always like that one, and I also did that. I think in Discord one time with Dead Opper. For a second, I actually thought he was like live what the fuck just kind of because I said it and then there was a pause and I'm like, oh shit, it was a bad joke, and then all of a sudden I hear, you son of a bitch. and, and I was
That's
like,
pretty
oh,
high
and then it
praise
was
from
like
Dead.
relief because I was like, oh my god, that
That
could have been a bad
that's
joke.
some pretty high praise from Dead.
So oh, it was so yeah, it was just like little jokes I just kind of came up with, and yeah, some of it's stuff I get from TV shows, and I just remember certain lines. And the one I just did is something I just came up, just me and my friends. So yeah, I just that's just kind of where all of that just comes from. Uh, but also, if we keep doing it, I do realize I'm going to be running low on material, and it's like it's kind of hard to like keep it going.
Well, you gotta. That's why you gotta come up with a character. You don't go off bits. You come up with the idea of a character, which I tried to use a character, but I'll be honest. I write Hastings so much better than I play him. I I just can't. Like he's um. I wonder if I could find any of his dialogue that's particularly witty. He has some good quips. Um, God. Also, I always got up to. I've said this before. Like when I tried to do like reading my book on stream, I've only ever gotten to the end of chapter 4, and chapter 5 is actually when Hastings is introduced earlier, but you don't get any real personal interactions with him until 5.
Right.
That was kind of weird wording, but you don't get any personal interactions with him. It's not an interactive book. Um, that'd be peculiar. How long it's taken me to write it? You'd think it would be. Um, uh, Hastings. 46 results. I only used this name 46 times. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Do do do. Yeah, it's gonna be sad because I'm gonna find one. I'm like, fuck, it's not going to be good. It's like shit. I need like a half a chapter of context for this joke to actually land. uh, nope, nope, nope. Uh, um, no, I don't think there's any. No, I'd have to read half a chapter. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. Oh well. And yeah, I'd have to read a lot of chapters. Well, of sections of chapters because it's mostly interjected in with conversations. So, you get a lot more context than what I'd be able to give with a quote. La da 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 da. But yeah, I guess I just need more practice. It's one thing to to watch shit tons of RP and kind of get some of the I got the lingo down for keeping things in RP. I've got that lingo. But
Hmm.
just some of the other stuff I have a hard time with. Though, to be fair, in real life, I have a hard time with just casual conversations, so that's to be expected, is it not? In such cases. um. So yeah. Got anything else you want to say before we move on to the
Uh,
next little point here?
the only other thing I could think of is, at least in my opinion, I just kind of felt like good lines and situations kind of made up that whole shtick that we just
Yeah.
did. Is because one moment that kind of stood out for me is doing the whole reaction of playing as Jerry, and I'm like a bank guy, and it's like the moment to where I saw the bomb for the first time. I thought like that was just priceless in my head. I thought that was like a good moment, but it's kind of hard to kind of like. I realize it was such a good moment. I can't keep doing that if we ever did it again because
Hmm.
it's like kind of already used it. But I thought that was a good reaction, and I thought that was like a good way of just kind of like owning the situation, kind of type of
Yeah.
thing. And I just thought it was really.
Oh, that was a good little bit. The paperclip one with the upgrading the drills, where I think I
Oh
just
yeah,
started
yeah, yeah.
I just started saying random parts, and I think actually I think I know some of the parts. I think some of the parts I actually said are actually pieces of Star Wars technology. I was thinking of like stuff just parts for literally anything, and I'm pretty sure I'd have to listen back to it, but I think I said quite a few things that are just from Star Wars technology. Reverse power coupling to the I just kept saying big technical
Yeah.
words, and I'm like it does I was just like as I'm doing it, I'm like it doesn't matter if I'm right, just keep rolling with it. Something's going to land.
Uh-huh.
Uh
But yeah, that was probably another good one as well. Yeah. But
yeah.
yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we'll see if we ever do another one. But think I think it would be kind of for the best, at least thinking offhand, is I think also changing the game and RPing in like different games is also possibly a good thing to do. It's just a situation of what game and do we both have it kind of type of thing. But yeah, it was all in all, it was fun, and hopefully we get to do it again at some point. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Um So we're nearing an hour, so I say we do our little break, um, and
All
then
right.
we'll go into the next topic. So, um, hopefully everything works just fine. Um, there we go. And well, must have one clip because I didn't do my, oh, I forgot, and then I just grab a bunch of clips. Maybe I could do that right now, but I don't remember what this clip is. Did I make a clip? Oh, this was that one older clip that got linked in one of the streams. Where's... yours? Okay. Ooh, Silent Sentry. Doesn't he play the Sovereign Citizen? I'm trying to remember.
Lately he's been doing Escape from Tarkov, but
he's done.
yeah,
he's done GTA RP.
Yeah.
I think it's a Sovereign Citizen. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Or he played some. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna remember correctly anyway. Let me take that tab away so I can go look up more clips while these are happening. Oh, I guess I can't do that because it would play on my... Yeah, that's fine. Do. Oh, is that another one?
Yeah, there should be 4. I could grab more if we needed.
Well,
But I figure 4's plenty.
if anyone needs to grab more, it'd be me, because I've just got the one.
Alright.
I think, well, I guess it's only fair. I mean, I always bring more clips than you'd end up bringing, so this doesn't come anywhere close to evening us on that front, but... okay. Let's go clip number 1. This is my clip from Nikita. I have Twitch muted. Now we're going.
You're gonna hey, are you smoking more? You're smoking marijuana? Are you drinking beer on my beach? No. Clear out.
Oh God, be careful.
No, clear out.
Oh my God.
Clear out, please. Yeah, I'll be careful. Oh God! Oh God!
Mike, why?
Nice.
Yeah, it was an older one. I don't know when... This was an older one, but I'm pretty sure I haven't shown it on stream before. And here's the first of yours.
I can't give you any more than I've given you. All right, I'm already playing this really loose here.
Oh no, Miss, no, Mayor, come back, please, Manny, you must.
There's nothing else I can do. I've done everything I can for you fellas. All right, listen.
No.
Find a bride. Oh! Under attack. We're under Alpha Bravo team, hot extract, Alpha Bravo team. We're under attack at the American Embassy. Hot extraction. Oh! Kindle, Bravo team, Alpha.
We need to get them out of here.
Bravo extract. Bravo.
What do you mean? I got you. Hold on. Hold on.
It's Ron Otterman. That's who he plays.
Yep.
Ron Otterman. That's it. Yeah, he's funny.
And I have some clips of Armin as well, but I don't know. I forget which ones were the better ones.
We'll play them all. Okay. Ron Otterman. How could I forget Ron Otterman? He was he was inaugural mayor for a bit. I think Eugene's the mayor now. Vader. That's been a little interesting. I haven't really been watching Super a lot recently, but I've been catching pieces of it. Alright, next one.
Do what? May I go back to protesting by myself and not making any real change?
John,
this is the closest I've ever
you're
gotten
making
to
enemies of all your
real
friends. You
change. I
used
got
to
a
hang with
2
those people. You used to be
segment.
one of them, and now look at you.
I got a 2 a.m. segment.
Jonna, everybody in town hates me. Everybody. There's not a single person in town who likes me, all right? And I don't want that to be your fate as well. I'm willing to sacrifice my entire social life for the city of Los Santos, but I'm not going to let you do the same, Jonna.
What? So you are firing me.
Not firing you, you're too damn young for this. You got a world of opportunity ahead of you. Jesus Christ! Oh God!
My shoulder.
Oh my God!
Jesus.
We gotta go! This is what I'm talking about, Johnny. We gotta go! They're trying to kill us!
We need that tape.
Give me $2,000, you old hag!
It's so good.
I
love it.
That sums up No Pixel. Super, super serious, and then fucking everything kicks off. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, so many. It's fine. Next one.
I think that's the last one.
Okay.
It's fine. This is fine. Everything's great. You know what? I think, she's shown me where she lives, and she's invited me inside. This is gonna go well. Very well.
You could not plan that better.
Classic.
Classic scuff. NSFW loots? I hope it really isn't. Alright.
It's fine.
Okay.
I've never even had a chance. Dude, yeah, it's worth like 10 million, dude. We gotta go. I could just leave right now. I might just fucking dip. I might dip. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had Gear Fear in a long time, Chad. Holy shit. I've had Gear Fear in a minute. And I'm feeling right now. These guys. Why? Though, can someone explain why? Like, why? Why would you do this to yourself? To your family? They both have. This is porn. Guys, get the kids out of the room. This isn't safe for work. Guys, I'm sorry. Please don't ban me. All right, listen, guys, I didn't know. How was I supposed to know? I'm sorry, dude. We make mistakes. We make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Give me a minute. Fuck. There's a thermal. I need to take a break. Oh, fuck me. I've never even had a chance. Dude, yeah.
Oh, it's the joking sense. I'm guessing that's just super good loot.
Yeah, it was like a thermoscope, and they cost like millions of rubles in the game, and it's
that's the host.
pretty OP. And he
away.
found them on 2 guys.
I looked away. Hold on. Where what was that? Who was that host from? Oh, hey, Josh, how you doing? Welcome to the podcast. It's the No, we can't sing that. That's an actual optional podcast fan song. But we shouldn't do that. Catchy song, though. How you doing, Josh?
Welcome, Josh.
You didn't? Well, I'd say you didn't miss much. I guess the biggest thing, I got a new computer that's going to be a lot better than my old one, so gonna be doing all the setup and shit tomorrow, and we'll try and stream tomorrow night some Jedi Fallen Order, because I really want to play that game. And then we'll play Resi 2 Remastered after we're done with Fallen Order. Because I bought both those games on sale, and I'm going to play them. That means you can play more games. That's the idea. It's not like top of the line. It's good. It's not like crazy. But it will be significantly better than my laptop.
Too low.
Okay. Next one.
So what's next for us?
Yeah. Funny.
Yeah,
Means we get more material?
I
Yes,
actually
you
thought that was
do.
a different one, actually.
Yes, you guys get more material. I get to actually play games I want to play. It's a win-win. Hey, you think I'm too late to jump on the Fortnite craze? Hey, Ninja's gone off Twitch. Do you think I could be the next Ninja? Too late. Hey, Janko. Season 2 just started. Damn. Well, darn. There'll never be on any hype. Okay, next clip.
Out of there too, and yeah, no more. They are out here now.
Now they're
too,
out here.
So.
Not in there. They're
That's
here.
right.
Not in there.
Yep, right here. No longer in there. And as you can see, the Voltic is still in there, and the 9F that I drove down to the PD, that was also in there, but obviously I took one out.
Okay, why don't we do this though before we leave? Why don't we take this and put it inside this and put that back in there before I have to take these to the fucking impound? Why don't we do that?
That was a good bit.
Yeah.
No one plays Fortnite anymore. Everyone's into the Minecraft hype. Damn! Why didn't anyone tell me? I could just play. If only. Yeah. Oh, I would have finished my what did I call it? One shot. My one shot series. I did one episode, and then I never did another episode. All right, next one.
Demon Cyborg 31 months. Thank you for the 3-1. Why can't I explain puns? Why can't you explain puns to kleptomaniacs? They take everything literally. You better watch out, Demon. You better watch out, buddy. Okay, if you start bringing that sweet dad joke heat, Craig is gonna come. He's gonna bring you the noise. Okay, I'm like I like. To me, that's funny, but you know, I mean, if we all know, you know what I mean. If word gets back to old Craig that there might be like a dad joke off or something like that, heaven help us. Heaven help us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his area. You got to watch out.
I feel like I'm lacking critical information. Oh God, really? Was that a thing that happened? That's hilarious, Josh. Alright, last clip.
Two low-life degenerates.
You son of a bitch! How'd you get this number, you son of a bitch?
You gave it to me!
Yeah, well, I didn't think you'd take it, you piece of shit. What are you calling my personal phone number for over this bullshit, all right? Yeah, I do think I'm better than you. You know why?
I know you gave it on the insurance paper!
You're half the goddamn anchorman I am, you son of a bitch! Everything you put out is shit!
What the fuck?
Oh, I see you right. Oh, yeah, well, you know what?
Everything I put out
all right,
shit.
fine. You know what? Fine. Son of a
you
bitch.
think you're calling your fucking
You son of a bitch, I'm gonna call my goddamn lawyer. You see my shoes? You have any idea how much these fucking shoes cost? These shoes cost more than your shitty car, right? You son of a bitch!
This is better than you. Look
at your car. Oh, nice broken windows. Nice broken windows. Oh, that's real goddamn professional. Oh, your door fell off. Your door fell off. Look at that. Oh, perfectly pristine news, man. Real professional.
How much better I am.
You son of a bitch, look at this. You got shattered windows. You're a joke. Your career's a goddamn joke, goddammit.
You think I'm a shattered window?
Oh, look at this piece of shit car, huh? Oh, you know, fuck your car, right, you piece of shit, yeah. Yeah, you like that? Huh?
Fucking Sentry and Whippy. Oh God. Oh, that's great. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you. I remember when that was a hot meme. I love that. That was a great meme. I'm at soup.
It was funny.
What do you mean you're at soup? Go to the next aisle. There's still more soup. Oh, that was a quality bit. That's do 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 boo doo. Why do memes have to, some memes I'm just sad they die. Like Bongo Cat. What do you mean there's more soup? I said there's more soup. Where are you? I'm at soup. I am soup. You know, they've made I am bread. They've made, like, I am fish. Why can't they make I am soup? And it's just a game. And it just heavily leans on that meme. I'd be okay with that. Isn't that a bit from, like, an anime or some shit?
I am soup?
Yeah.
If it is, I'm not sure.
I think it might be. I'm not entirely sure myself. We are soup. Communism established. Extreme.
Extreme. I see you there.
Extreme. Huh. Those are a bunch of funny clips. Liv made up for my lack of clips. Ugh. Alright, so, ouch. So, want to talk about, what's next? Oh, our, Star Wars Edge of the Empire campaign coming up. Wanted to talk a bit about that on the podcast, because why not? Free advertising, am I right?
Yeah. It was kind of your idea, so
Yeah. So I'm getting together a group of people. So far, Liv is on board. Jojo says he's on board. Lucky says he's on board, but it might be hard to get him scheduled in. So we just need one more person, and I was gonna ask you. You know, do you can you think of anyone we could ask to do this? Because I asked Jinko, and he says it's just not gonna work with sort of his schedule, uh, which is fine. But I'm just kind of out of people to ask. Dead said no. And I realized how many people I actually don't know, or I should say, how many people who I know online that actually use voice chat, at the very minimum.
I don't know anyone, but if you are lacking another person, if anybody, I would ask Jojo if he knows anyone, because he should know a lot of people. So
Yeah, I could ask him. I wonder if Sully would be interested in that, because I know I'm saying that just because I'm like, I know Sully. I played a couple hours of Hearts of Iron with him one day. That's the extent of me knowing Sully, really. I could ask him. You think High Score would be
not
interested?
sure.
Yeah, that's a. I don't know. I feel like if Dead was meh about it, I feel like High Score would probably be meh about it, but I could ask. Um, yeah, maybe I could ask Sully, or maybe they're the. I'll be playing Civ 6 with JoJo tonight because we're gonna finish our our multiplayer game. So
All right.
I'll ask him there. But now here's my super optimistic plan for when we're gonna do it. This upcoming Friday. Super optimistic. Um, but I feel like I kind of have to be because with how if I just get the first one done, then if it goes well, that gives people incentive to actually continue with it. So it should be quote unquote easier to sort of schedule further ones if you kind of get what I'm putting down.
Yeah, see how the first one goes, and if it goes well, we continue. If it doesn't, then we kind of just end it there, I suppose.
Yeah. Um. So I can't. Well, obviously I'm the game master, so I have the sort of layout of the campaign written down, and I can't disclose that information because one, it ruins it for the people watching, and two, Liv's playing, so you know it's not fair to him. Um, but I can. I've been so. There's two ways we could do it. Either we could do the super complicated way that I've managed to figure out with using Roll20 and just a shit ton of OBS overlays to stream it. Or we could all get Tabletop Simulator. But I was like, should probably go with the free option. We just had to make a free account. I've kind of got stuff lined up. I can give a preview of what the layout's gonna look like. Oh, I
Okay.
shouldn't because it's well, I guess it doesn't matter. Sneak preview. This is sort of what the layout's gonna look like. I have the 5 camera slots. I also have um a 3 for there's only 3 people. But I've got the 5 because 1 for me and then 4 for the other people. And then got the name of it. got a website that does the dice roll for it, and you can see I've tested it out. And then the center where kind of like the pictures and stuff will be. I don't want to show anything because that would I don't really have much anyway set up right now, but that's kind of what it looks like for that. It's going to be so. Yeah, it's Star Wars. It's Star Wars D&D, but not like Star Wars D&D because there's actually someone who's it's like the 5th edition of D&D. I think that's like the newest edition or one of, and someone's actually converted it to Star Wars. This one it's different and has actually some unique mechanics. One unique mechanic, which is called obligation, which Lucky Liv knows about because we spent time building his character and he chose his obligation. So it's a mechanic where you pick or you randomly get selected an obligation, and it's a constant mechanic throughout the game. It's something that's always there, and it's literally a dice roll every single session as to whether or not someone's obligation is going to fire. So it's part of your character, and it's also like something that adds to the story and like progression and stuff like that. Just all of a sudden, boom, someone's obligation came up that they have a bounty on their head, and now that obligation's rolled. What happened? A bunch of bounty hunters showed up. So now there's going to be a big fight related to this person's obligation. Or, like they've got an addiction, and all of a sudden, they're addicted to gambling, and would you look at that? There's a casino down the road, and now they have to go to the casino and gamble away all their credits. or some such like that. It's a fun little extra character stuff. Yes, it is a very fun mechanic. And Liv, it's completely up to you if you want to kind of give like if you want to say sort of like a brief kind of what your obligation is, but Liv has a very interesting obligation that is going to be fun when it comes up because of sort of it's much more story driven than action driven, and I feel like it can lead some interesting kind of revelations and such. I don't know if you want to say what your obligation is, or if you want to keep that on wraps.
Well, it is part of the story, so it's kind of one of those things where it seems like it's kind of spoiler to me, at least in my opinion. But
okay,
I mean,
that's
I probably best to not say because it is a huge portion of the story.
Yeah, it's a good portion of sort of it's unique an obligation. Because there's a list of obligations you can have, and I'm as the GM, there's certain things that I'm allowed to say, with approval. They can make up certain things that aren't in the book, so I gave Liv a lot of leeway because he doesn't know that much about Star Wars, or really anything about Star Wars, so I gave him a lot of leeway, and he's made a very interesting character. But yes, his storyline is, I am very much hoping his gets triggered several times over the course of it, because I am going to have so much fun coming up with scenarios, and I think Liv will also enjoy them. At least I hope so, because it's set up for some interesting stuff. But you want to talk a little bit. You want to talk about the obligation, a little bit about your character. Want me to pull up that picture? I did. I can pull up the picture.
I think it was a Transocean.
Trandoshan,
yeah. Character. It's a species from Star Wars. Again, like I don't know really anything about Star Wars. And I don't really know anything about D&D. So like this is all new to me. So I picked a character. I also thought about going with maybe human or android, a Wookiee, something like that. But I went with Transocean, and I don't know, it just kind of seemed unique for the character I was going with, and that was the species I went with, and apparently I decided on doing bounty hunting because I thought, well, I do know there is bounty hunting in the Star Wars universe, so I thought I'd go something with that because I thought that might be unique, might be interesting. Beyond that, I kind of feel like it's kind of getting into more of the character in the background, and therefore I don't know if I want to say anymore, but I do know I basically went with someone very tanky, a lot of power. So it's yeah, that's kind of the character I pretty much kind of went with. So beyond that, I think we'll probably be getting into spoiler territory. So, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and looking forward to seeing what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm super excited. As Liv was making his character, and I kept expressing this, I was like, "This is gonna be a fun character." Like, I was having fun making the character with Liv because it was just going so well, and I like that he picked two of like what I assume are the rarest Trandoshan traits. Like he's got purple eyes and red scales. This is just like I typed into Google coloring book picture of Bosk, and then I just used paint to color him. So he had an avatar for when we play, but yeah, I was just like, I didn't say anything while he was picking the eye color and the scale color, because I was like, do purple and red, do purple and red, do purple and red. That sounds the most badass. And he picked him on its own, and I was like, that's what I would have picked, because it just looks cool. It just I really like it. Just the aesthetic of it. You just make that bigger. Oh yeah, look at that. Big boy. So yeah, you're really good at like melee, like with strength. He's also good at these are just skills. These aren't really. You're the bounty hunter assassin. You good at piloting and super good with heavy weapon. Which fun thing. I was looking up stuff, and so I figured out how roles kind of work. So you basically, for like, there's your skill and then the characteristic that goes with that skill. So let's say it's your any negative traits. That's not really a thing reflected in like negative traits as in like weaknesses to the character. Originally a Trandoshan, they start with 3 strength but 1 agility, but Liv spent XP to up the agility to 2, so it was just average. So characteristic wise, he's not lacking in any of the characteristics. But negative traits would be more if the character wanted to add extra flavor to him or certain obligations, like addiction or betrayal, which is either you've been betrayed or you betray other people. Stuff like that would give you kind of negative traits. But outside of obligation, it's more just RP flavor for the character. But yeah, fun thing I learned is that the number of like dice you roll is based on like, so you take the number of like, so let's say your strength's 3 and your brawl has got 1 point into it. So the larger number is like the amount of active, I can't remember the name for it, but the amount of just like dice you roll. So it'd be 3. And then that's 1 from your brawl. The smaller number becomes how many of those kind of normal dice get promoted to a special, a specialist dice, which is, I think, twice as good. So if you had, so with your like 3 brawn, that'd be 3, and then you get upgraded 1 for your 1 points. Fun thing, which makes it very happy that you decided to up your agility to 2. You know you're heavy gunning with your heavy gun.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 in agility and 2 in heavy in your weapons heavy. That means that whenever you roll for weapons heavy, you roll 2 proficiency dice, because it's 2 dice, and then it gets, and because the number's the same, it just makes it 2 proficiency dice. So your rolls for your weapon will be either they have a good chance of being good, which I was like, oh, that's
Nice.
awesome. Yeah, there's nothing like like Darkest Dungeon stuff. It's just more flavor, or like I said, with obligations, there are some obligations that will fuck over the team. Whether or not we have any of those will depend on what the other people pick. But yeah. Possibly. It depends. It'll literally depend. It could be a liability in some cases. No, it might be a liability in all cases it shows up in, actually. But it will be entertaining nonetheless. I mean, I think it'll more delay than actually derail. Considering that they are RNG makes them already hard to handle. Yeah. So basically, what it is you roll a D100, and then you kind of like, you put, based on the number of players, and if they take on extra obligation, you put like a scale, like put them down. So like, say, like what a character's like obligation to triggers like between 1 and 10. So you roll a D100, and if it gets between 1 and 10, then that triggers their obligation. But if it doesn't hit there, and there's more than just 1 to 10, because there's going to be like 3 or 4 people. So it'll be really like 30 to 40 of the 30 to 40% chance of one of the people's obligations triggering. But there's a chance that they won't. So, I'm trying to think. Whoa, want to become famous? Oh, hey, Liv, check out this whisper I just got from Mr. Retro Demon 8236. It says, want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on followinbot.com. Wow. Block. Yes. Thank you. All right. Nice. I probably should have reported.
Perfect.
Nah, oh, whatever. What's someone who... Those... There's about to get... These bots are getting rampant recently. Oh, are they kicking back up on their botting spree? That's annoying. But I can... So I can give kind of little tiny tidbits of what to expect from this campaign. Which basically I feel safe doing because it's really just general Star Wars and what you would expect from actually playing in the Star Wars universe. We're gonna have there's gonna be Imperial encounters. There's gonna be rebels. There's gonna be some rebel interactions. And there's gonna be pirates. And there's gonna be an overarching plot that our group has to deal with. Whatever that is, we don't know. As an added little bonus for all you lovely people watching the podcast, I could read you the opening scroll I made for it. I don't think it has any spoilers, because that'd be kind of dumb to spoil shit in... I gotta find it. Alphabetical order, just read them. Having Han Solo teaching Luke Skywalker to fly the Millennium Falcon. I don't think we'll have any of the... We won't have any of the main heroes show up, or at least I don't think so. But we might have... What I'm drawing from is a lot of kind of obscure Legends stuff. Not bad Legends stuff, just interesting stuff that I've learned about, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, and I'm kind of incorporating it into these, because no one's gonna get it unless they're like, it's gonna be like a, oh, and then I'll, and then people will be like, well, why? Just like, well, why does this matter? And I'll be like, oh, well, you know, it's just a cool little thing. There's that one guy in the background saying, I'm so tired of all these Star Wars. Let me read over the crawl. I feel like inside jokes to see ya. Just imagine Star Wars music and a crawl happening. Edge of the Empire, Star Wars RP campaign. Crimson Crisis, Chapter 1, Pirate Plight. It is a time of upheaval. With the destruction of the Death Star and a growing rebel insurgency, the Galactic Empire finds its grasp straining. In the Mid-Rim, already large pirate activities have been on the rise, with more Imperial assets going towards combating the rebellion. Imperial governors are now feeling more pressure from these dissidents operating out of the uncharted areas of the Mid-Rim. In the Maldrud sector, Moff Garridan works to regain control of his sector and combat pirates and other illicit operations. In response, Administrator Sesam Shyrock has called on a group of skilled individuals in the hopes of saving the fragile deal his space station holds with the Empire. And then we'll get into the actual thing. That's for all you special people who watch the podcast. You got a sneak peek at the opening crawl for the thing. So we're gonna have some fun. I mean,
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have to... You have to confess? Oh. Oh, is that... Wait, are you confessing to what Liv said, or what I... Hold on, we got a confession.
Jokes, I love it.
Oh. You have to confess. So do I when someone spends 1,000,000 points, even though it won't be a real confession, because it's not true. It's just a joke. Million points for furry admission. It's not a real admission. It's just a joke that's been going on forever. Hey, you got an animal as your avatar. Are you a furry? No. Hey, you got an animal in your name. Are you a furry? No. Animals are cool. So yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else to say. Yeah, we're gonna try this coming Friday to have the first session. I already have that kind of written out. I need a little more stuff and to do a little more reading. But hopefully I'll have enough of this down that we can make a decent go at it. Yeah, I'll have to talk to JoJo about it, and we'll get a fourth person on, and then I'll have to, actually talk with JoJo. And Lucky, I don't know if Lucky's ever actually done anything with the Star Wars stuff or not. You didn't get back to my message I asked. I'll have to message him again. But I'll have to get people squared away. Liv, have you done more of the backstory to your character, like the filling in?
Was there stuff I needed to fill in? Because it seemed pretty straightforward.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, oh, no, I thought of I was gonna say you need to work your, I was like, I forgot to tell you, and you need to work your way. Like, you need to leave room in your character. There's a couple things you need to do. Obviously, one, your character needs to, if even reluctantly, needs to be able to work with people, because otherwise, why would they be joining this group?
Okay.
And I was gonna say, two, they need a reason to actually be called into this. But I was like, I need to tell them that, and I was like, no, I figured, because you're an independent bounty hunter. And I came up with a just quick little blurb from the administrator as to why he's hiring you for this. So I was like,
wouldn't
okay.
that be like a Grandmaster thing?
What do you mean? No, you're not in the bounty hunter guild. So you're just an independent.
Yeah, but isn't it the Grandmaster's job to think of a situation to bring everyone together?
Yeah, but if it goes against if it goes against your character, like if you build a character and it makes zero sense, if it's like, okay, I'm going to drop you in this situation that it makes zero sense for your character to be in, that's kind of like, you see how that's kind of a problem? Just shoving someone who doesn't fit into the scenario into the scenario.
I just kind of took that was a Grandmaster thing, but yeah, I do see what you're saying.
Yeah. Thankfully with yours, actually it was super simple to come up with a reason. Essentially, well, I guess I could tell you. That's gonna be easy. Essentially why you're doing it is because you're close by, he's heard of your reputation, and the guy doesn't want the bounty hunter guild operating on his station because his clients kind of, like being protected by shit, and letting the bounty hunter guilds on is not the most welcoming for some of the clientele, which may or may not have bounties on their head. So,
okay.
See how that makes sense to hire an independent, capable bounty hunter instead of getting the bounty hunter guild messing around with his customers. So, that was sort of the immediate way I came up with it. I'm like, that makes perfect sense as to why your character would be here. I'll be interested to see who everyone else comes up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's...
See what happens.
So that's all I can think of for... Excuse me. For that. Looking forward to it. and I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. This is just going to be something fun and different for all of us to try out. So we'll see how it goes. Before we move on to Artist of the Week, I would like to give like a condolences, a shout out, I don't know, to unfortunately yesterday, and I learned about the news after I already sent Liv all this stuff, and I was like, we should have, if I had have delayed, this week's Artist of the Week would have been Rush, because yesterday, the lead drummer of Rush died of a brain tumor. He passed away yesterday of a brain tumor at 67. I can't. That was. Neil Peart passed away yesterday. Are you familiar with Rush, Liv?
A little bit. I know Tom Sawyer's kind of like one of their big hits. So,
But yeah, Neil Peart's considered like one of the a legend for in the music industry for his drumming. Like it's like a 6-minute song of him just basically just mostly him drumming. Like it's just the whole song's carried by him drumming, which was a great thing. The radio played that. It's a long one they normally wouldn't play, but it was in memoriam for him, and it's been a hit to Canadian culture. I ruined JoJo's day last night when I told him that. He's like, oh. And then he listened to Rush the whole time on stream. Yeah. That's it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Poor guy. Anyway, on a more positive note, Artist of the Week today was 1551. Well, it's 1551 is it's Jeremy Dooley from Achievement Hunter. It's his musical group. He does it with one of his friends who does the instrumental, and then he does the vocals for it. So it's kind of like a partner project on that, and just a fun little side project he's done. This specific album, it's like, oh god, what was the album called? I can't remember. Trying to remember the name of the album. Bring It On? Was it Bring It On was the name of the album? I can't remember. But it originally started off as 2 songs which he made for his books. That was the one we had to listen to, which was Bring It On. The other one is Nobody Gets Left Behind. Were those ones. It was called One of the Horde. That was it. One of the Horde was the album. Yeah, and the other 8 songs are about, well, maybe, no, yeah, let's go with that right now. Other 8 songs were about sort of, I think 2017, one of the worst years he had, emotionally and with depression, and sort of songs kind of about how he felt during that period, and then he eventually got help, and he got better, and now he's sort of through this music kind of expressing that that dark period of his life. Yeah. So, Liv, what'd you think about about it?
Wasn't really my kind of type of music. instrumentally they were good, but something about the vocals and the lyrics just wasn't doing anything for me. So it was just kind of meh. So don't really have anything to say about it, sadly.
Okay. Well, that's a given in our little thing. Was there any song that of the ones that stood out the most to you? Is the one you like the most, or?
I guess Bring It On was possibly my favorite, I guess, but it's not saying much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love. Bring It On's a good one. That was one of the ones for his book. Sunrise. I like Sunrise. I love Good Samaritan. I love the lyrics in Good Samaritan. Because it's just like, yeah, that's how the world is. Like, nobody ever cares. All they're giving up's a fucking load of thoughts in their prayers. Yep, that's accurate. It's like all those people are just like thoughts and prayers and don't do jack shit to help anyone. Those hypocrites. So I kind of like that song for that little thing. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I guess that's all we really have to say about that. Yeah. Where are we at? We're almost at 2 hours, so let's wrap her up. Any kind of last little things, you want to say? And chat any, I guess, questions? We never once had a question on this podcast, but I'll ask it anyway.
Any last minute stuff? Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming doing I'm gonna return back to Metal Gear. I actually completed one of the missions, so I actually can't continue on off stream. So I kind of have to I think there's supposed to be like a cutscene or something. So I need to kind of do that. So I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. Playing Metal Gear and see what happens there. And of course, like I said earlier at the start of the stream, I'm going to be doing a movie after we wrap up here. So I'll probably take like a quick break and I'll hop into one of my voice channels. If anyone wants to join me, you could jump in there or just keep your eyes on general chat and I'll go ahead. We'll communicate that way and get everything going. See what happens.
Yeah, and with me, as long as nothing's changed, you can catch me over on JoJo's channel doing Civ 6 with him. If you're interested. One last comment. Why are you trying to read my diary? No reason. Yeah, I mean, you just leave it there in the open. You expect no one to read it? Yeah, but as long as everything's going the way that it's supposed to, we'll be doing Civ 6 on JoJo's stream, and then tomorrow I'm gonna be setting up my computer and such, and we'll be hopefully doing some Jedi Fallen Order later in the day, and then we'll be playing the hell out of that. And then we'll be playing Resident Evil 2 after that. And then after that, I don't know. Well, we got so many possibilities. I could play Siege with JoJo for 10 minutes before he throws his mouse across the room and then quits. And then I'll play. I don't mean that as I'm joking.
I always say stuff like that. So I know the feeling.
I mean it all in good fun. January 11th, I swear everyone has tried to read my diary. It feels like they try to hit on me. They try to see it so badly. I love this little subplot that's going on in the chat right now.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you gotta get those side quests. That's where all the story is. I don't think there's much else to say. I'd say I'd try and keep you guys posted about the D&D thing, but I'm really super hard. I'm just, yeah. I'm not great at doing that. It's not hard. It's just I just forget. But I'll try, and we'll try and get it this Friday, if not the Friday after. In the next couple weeks, hopefully next week, we'll have the first session, and we'll get this thing kicked off, and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, super excited for that, and I hope Liv, you enjoy it, and I hope everyone else enjoys it. I'm just hoping I can be a good game master, because God knows other people could probably be a better game master than me, but no one knows Star Wars like I do in our friend group, so that is c'est la vie, or some shit. So yeah, I guess that's it. Nothing more you want to say, Liv?
Nope.
Star Trek's really hard to learn. You shut up, Josh. So yeah, this is about average. I mean, we average about, yeah, this I really like that this one just kind of most of it was just talking, and then the last little bit was kind of stuff we planned, so that was nice. Means we're getting kind of better. I don't know. It means something. Whether or not we're getting better, I think that's up to chat or something. I don't know. It's up to something, someone, somewhere. Ramble. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you've missed the previous podcast, check out Liv's YouTube channel. They're all up there. Also, our Payday 2 RP session we did. It's it's something. There are funny moments in it. A lot of it, it's something else. That was something else. But yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of dumb fun. So, we will see all of you either next podcast, or I guess if we do the campaign before then. Hopefully before then. Kanotic, we're just finishing up. Hi, bye. But you could totally watch it. Can someone live? You can watch the video, or Liv will put it up on YouTube. Can someone put Liv's YouTube in the chat? Yeah, I can talk. Yeah. So stuff's coming up. We're looking forward to it, and we're hoping you're all gonna enjoy shit. So yeah. Oh wait, we have end screens, right? Boom. There's my end screen. Yeah. Oh look, Liv's YouTube's up there on his end screen. Yeah. There we go. Boom. So yeah. Bye everyone. We'll see you all next time.
Bye.